Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another Daytona office hours. So we hope you've been following along to our launch week. So we've already had a couple launches. So let's take a look on create.daytona.io. So firstly, Monday, we shipped our declarative image builder. So essentially, this allows any AI agent that uses Daytona to just prepare all dependencies they need for their sandbox, build them into the image, and later the Docker file, and just spin up as many sandboxes as they need and run the commands that are necessary. And this was one of our most requested features, so we are really happy about this one. So make sure to give it a spin. Basically, you can use the SDKs, Python and TypeScript, by following along in the documentation. So there are two ways to use it: dynamic images and pre-built images. So let's take a look at an example. So let's say you are trying to use a sandbox that has certain pip packages and a couple aptitude packages. So let's say you use PyTest, PyTest Code, Unicorn, and need Git and curl. You can just pick up a pre-configured image such as Debian Slim, which is very lightweight. Use pip install to add the packages you need, and use run commands to install anything else. Set up environment variables, and add some local files that maybe are necessary in the build context. And later on, you just pass on this entire object, the dynamic image, into the create sandbox params and view the logs, and you can get going. The first time you run this, the image is going to build. It's going to take a couple seconds or minutes, depending on how big your image is. But afterwards, Daytona caches everything, and you can just spin up the next one in under a second. Pre-built images are used when you have, let's say, a set in stone list of dependencies that you want to use that you aren't going to change too much. And you can just iterate a couple times and prepare your image for future use. So the interface is pretty similar. And you just end up creating an actual Daytona image, which is going to be visible in your dashboard. And then, same as before, you just use Daytona.create to use it afterwards. Next up on Tuesday, we also shipped the Docker file support, which I've actually just talked about it. So this object builder here actually prepares a Docker file that is needed for the image. But you can also use your existing setup. So let's say you've already got a Docker file you're using in your current environment. You can send it into Daytona, which will parse it and add any extra dependencies you might have. And then afterwards, you can use it as a dynamic image or pre-build or whatever else you need. So you can check out our docs for a couple of the best practices and essentially optimize your usage and start shipping. So we also had a couple other changes on the repo. You can view that all in our commit history and our pull requests. But the one I would probably focus on for now is we call it component renaming refactor, but essentially it's a preparation for snapshots, which will expand the usage of the current term we use for images. So it's going to be very useful. It's a huge PR, and we hope to review it, test it very well, and then hopefully have it released for everyone next week. And tomorrow you can check out create.daytona.io. You're going to see what we are launching next. Actually, our next launch is in about an hour, so you should make sure to catch that. And next up, we had a couple issues added. There are some bugs, some feature requests. So we are always happy when the community is engaging, letting us know how everything is going. And whenever you have a feature request that you would like to see in Daytona, make sure to let us know. And as you can see, we will reply as soon as possible and get to implementing. So yeah, that would be it. Thank you for coming. Keep following along in our launch week. And then next week on the next office hours, we'll let you know all about the other 3 days of our launch. So thank you and see ya. Bye bye.